from Lions Clubs International. This is LQ, Lions Quarterly. We begin with Lions making a global impact. It's estimated that nearly 1 billion people cannot read or write a sentence. Most are adults.
To read and write in life is one of the most important things because everything starts with this.
That's why Lions are committing at least 10 more years to the Reading Action Program.
The Reading Action Program is the most exciting Lions program that I've seen in a long time.
Around the world, Lions are strengthening schools and libraries.
Libraries are, in many parts of the world, the first place that a child encounters a book.
One Indonesian club brings a library to people who need it most.
We created a mobile library to serve citizens who don't have access to the library and people with special needs. We also provide Braille books.
Braille is literacy for blind people. Working with the Lions, we can further literacy, both Braille and technology literacy.
In Florida, Leos and Lions organized a library of children's books at an alternative school for teen moms.
A lot of them are homeless, so they can't get a library book because they don't have a permanent address. To have the Leo Club be able to create that children's library in such a setting is tremendous.
You can get a book and take time out and read to your child, and that's a good thing.
Parents are their child's first teacher. Getting involved with programs that send parents the message that they can have a role is really important.
Teddy bear's under his bed.
In Uganda, Lions saw a need to reach 3 to 5-year-olds.
We undertook to provide a nursery school and a children's library.
He has zebras.
There is a huge correlation between poverty and a child knowing how to read or write. When mothers know how to read, their children also to develop an interest to read.
In Germany, the Troisdorf Lions are helping immigrant mothers and children learn to read and write German.
It is difficult because Arabic characters are right to left, and now I'm learning Latin characters and how to read from left to right.
The Lions support us financially, but also by volunteering here.
They taught me the German language and helped me get an internship. I was on welfare, but now I have a job and can earn my own money.
In Belgium, Lions stepped in to help children who have been separated from their parents.
These children have difficulty with reading and writing. We decided to create a program that will help them learn.
They donated 30 computers to help create an after-school learning room. Lions volunteer every week to help children with homework and reading.
Because they don't have their parents helping them, we take the role, and it's very rewarding to see how happy the children are that they get help.
I get tears in my eyes when I see these children improving their reading on a daily basis. It's worth my time, indeed.
In Minnesota, Coon Rapids Lions have been promoting reading for 20 years. They've given away nearly 80,000 books through their project.
B15.
Book Bango.
When we first started, a lot of the kids said this is the first book they've ever owned.
I already yanked my book.
The Books for Bango takes place in 9 elementary schools. There are over 4,000 books that are given out each year.
I like it because they can get books and there's the fun activity.
Lions and Leos in Honolulu, Hawaii are working to make life better for girls on the other side of the world.
Leos are collecting backpacks and school supplies to send over to Afghanistan.
Going to an all-girls school like this in Hawaii, where we just have every right to be educated, is very different from what they have in Afghanistan, where it's a risk to even go to school. So being able to help those girls with anything we can is what we were striving to achieve with our projects with Afghanistan.
The Leos learned that Afghan girls needed more than school supplies.
The Socks for Sisters project started about 2 years ago when our Lions advisor told us that what the Afghani girls kept requesting were socks because it was so cold in school.
At first, the project was kind of odd to me because, well, socks, it seems like such a simple thing, but then it made me realize that even these simple things
aren't always accessible, but we can help. It's a really rewarding feeling, being able to help those girls be educated and live a relatively normal life.
Kamehameha Lions and their 3 Leo clubs got involved with Afghanistan in 2009 when gem dealer Gary Bowersox asked Lions to help give the precious gift of sight.
After 41 years of working in Afghanistan, I realized the great need for eyeglasses.
Lions and Leos responded by collecting, cleaning, and sorting eyeglasses for people in Afghanistan.
We have so much excess in this country in regards to glasses, and this is the perfect opportunity to put them to good use in other countries. So I think it's great.
It's really different from most service projects I do because you wouldn't expect these glasses to be going halfway around the world.
Lion Jim Bryan, a filmmaker, joined Lion Gary in a mission to distribute eyeglasses to the Afghan people.
When I saw what we could do with something as simple as a pair of used eyeglasses and what that could mean for a person's life, boom, I was hooked.
People were just elated. Some of them even had tears in their eyes. They'd say, we haven't seen that mountain in 10 years, or I can't read, and this solved their problems.
To help with distribution, the Lions asked several people in Afghanistan to become members of the Kamehameha Lions Club. Now they help distribute glasses to people in need. Since 2009, they've distributed more than 15,000 pairs of glasses.
What makes it so unique is, first of all, there is no Lions presence in Afghanistan if it wasn't for what we've done in this little mission. Lionism is growing in a place in the world where no one ever imagined it to grow before.
Through Skype, the 2 worlds connect.
What kind of school supplies are needed in Afghanistan?
Backpacks, notebooks.
They are able to plan new projects and give meaning to the work being done.
When we were Skyping with Afghanistan, it gave me a face that we were helping.
This international project has increased membership in both the Leos and Lions clubs.
There are so many young people in this community that want to do something, they want to give back, and I think the Leo program is an outstanding way for them to do that.
I was invited to become a Lion, and I took that opportunity.
Wetland habitats play a key role in maintaining a healthy environment. But over the last century, much of the world's wetlands have been lost.
There are birds come here all the way from Russia, from Japan to breed. These places are so important to keep these species going, and it won't happen unless there are people here volunteering.
That's why the Jesmond Lions have been actively involved in helping restore the Hunter wetlands in New South Wales, Australia for more than 20 years.
We've built pathways, bridges, bird hides, and we now look to do the maintenance on those projects to keep them in good condition.
Lions from the Newcastle University Club lend a hand.
Helping out with the environment's very important because it's only fair for us to take care of the earth for future generations.
The entire district got involved in constructing the Century Trail.
The building was quite interesting, particularly in the swampy areas where we're actually in the water with piles, and building the boardwalk was quite a nice experience.
Our Lions built the Century Trail to give the blind or partially sighted the wetlands experience.
I have retinitis pigmentosa. I have no central vision, no external vision, and what other vision I have is cloudy.
Can you hear the birds?
I have experienced the warmth of the atmosphere, the smell of the plants, and the sound of the natural birds and insects.
I was the Lion who actually prepared the design of the Century Trail. It was all based on people's senses: sight, sound, smell and touch.
Lions consulted with experts to create a safe and enjoyable experience.
The material on the pathway is called rhyolite, and as you walk on it, it crunches under your feet. It's a yellow colour, so that it's easily seen, and if you walk off the pathway, you pretty well know you're off the pathway.
All these things need to be maintained, and it's important that they look good. It's nearly 14 years old and still looks almost as good as the day we built it.
Every summer, Lions International exchange students take up a project here. One of the most significant was building breeding hatches for the freckled duck, an endangered species.
They weren't breeding, and we believe it was because the habitat wasn't quite right.
Building the natural straw hatches proved to be successful. Now the ducks are breeding again.
We're just pleased that we were part of the solution. I think the information learnt here is actually passed on to other breeding colonies.
What was once a dump site and football fields is now an internationally acclaimed wetland environment with more than 100,000 visitors each year, including many school children. The Hunter Wetlands is truly a place of conservation, education, and discovery.
Our club is proud of this wetlands project because of the value that it gives to the people that visit this centre. And through that, hopefully they'll take away the environmental message, just how important these places are.
It's really important as a Lion to undertake environmental projects because it's looking after the planet that we're living on.
In India, millions of people live in poverty. And every day, many of them dream of a better life.
I have a dream of growing a business.
My dream is to open a shop.
In a nation of 1.3 billion people, almost 70% live on less than $2 a day.
There's so many unemployment.
Lions in India are partnering with ASA International to provide microfinance loans to women whose families are in need. The goal is to help them start their own businesses so they can lift themselves and their families out of poverty.
Our main purpose is to make them economically independent and for the betterment of their life, of their family.
Lions are working with ASA to identify communities and qualified applicants for the program.
They ask their need, what is the economic condition, their proximity to the nearest market, what are the possibility of the growing business in there.
Once they've been approved for the loan, the participants are placed into a self-help group of about 10 to 30 people. They elect a president and secretary and meet once a week with their loan officer.
They visit the group in every week to repay the weekly loan installment and also to discuss business activities.
While the loans go to individual members, the group provides support and ensures compliance.
There is a group guarantee. So we provide the loan to those individuals who are formed in the group.
Before the loan, Rabia Bibi struggled to turn her embroidery talent into a profitable business.
Before, I was only making 500 rupees. After the loan, I've been able to hire employees, and now I'm earning 5,000 rupees.
And Murshida Biba earned 50,000 rupees over the past year, enough to move from this hut to this new home.
Before taking the loan, I was unemployed, but after getting the loan, I have a job and my family situation has improved.
Lions are thrilled at the success of this project. They plan to expand it to many more people for years to come.
We are expecting the Lion should be associated with us in all respect, and we expect to work with them jointly in our social activities and economic development of the poor woman.
We are happy we will do something for the unemployment persons. So we are happy to do this type of the project.
If you would like to suggest your Lions project for LQ, send your story to lq@lionsclubs.org. LQ is available on the Lions Clubs International website, YouTube, iTunes, and DVD. Lions make a difference every day, everywhere. Thanks for watching LQ Lions Quarterly.